So the truth is, most people cannot begin to fathom who Fela was. Fela was a man of the people. And way before that, Fela was born into a family of activism. His dad was a reverend and his mom was an activist. And not just an activist, one of the earliest supporters of women's rights. As a young boy, he was sent abroad to study medicine. It is believed that medicine is one of the professions that is very respectable, and I think his family wanted that for him. But upon getting to London, Fela did not study medicine. He went for his passion, which was music, and enrolled in a musical college. Something extraordinary was about to be bettered from this decision of his, which is what we all know as Afrobeat today. He picked an interest in jazz and decided to mix jazz with high life, Fuji, and funk. But sometimes the thing is, when destiny is calling for you, you can't ignore. During this time, in between his travels to London and the US, there was something extraordinary happening. America's civil rights movement and Black Power. This made him begin to look at Africa differently and understand the effect of colonialism. So he decided to change his music. He wanted his music to be a voice of the people, the voice of the powerless, to express what the people were feeling but didn't have the boldness to say. He began to sing and talk about corruption, police brutality, inequality, military dictatorship, and the frustrations of the everyday people. This made him become a political problem. He then created Kalakuta Republic, a place he declared independent of the Nigerian state. This was his home and shrine where people could come, listen to music, and hear him openly criticize the government. Now, I want you to imagine what this looked like. This was in the 1970s during Nigeria's military rule. The relationship between Fela and the Nigerian authorities became increasingly hostile. He was arrested and detained on several occasions. Now, Fela's confrontations to the state were no longer theoretical. It became a part of his daily life and music, and the people loved it and were solidly behind him. Then he released the song Zombie, which meant that soldiers were repeatedly obeying orders without thinking. This provoked the military government, and in February 1977, about 1,000 military soldiers attacked Kalakuta Republic. His compound and properties were destroyed. Fela was beaten, and his mother, Kuti, was allegedly thrown down from the window of a story building and eventually died due to the injuries she sustained from that assault. He expressed this anger by releasing another song, Coughing for the Head of State. But honestly, Fela's story cannot be reduced to a villain versus hero story. The man who himself challenged authoritarian government was a controversial man himself. His beliefs and relationships were complicated. It was said at one point that he married 27 women in a single wedding ceremony. The public criticized him for his actions, but beyond that, Fela represented his own ideas and ideologies. Now, although he later divorced the women, he continued to stay in contact with most of them. Now, beyond all these controversies, Fela became a Pan-Africanist. He heavily believed that Africa should not be influenced by Western cultures and Western politics. He believed that we could create our own system, a system that is founded on justice, freedom, and welfare of the ordinary people. After decades of music, arrests, confrontations, and political activism, Fela died in Lagos, August 2, 1997, aged 58. The burial was enormous. The people came out for their son. They cried, they wept. They mourned a hero that had supported and been a voice to the voiceless. Do you think there will ever be someone like Fela in this day and age? And what do you think about his life? Tell me in the comments.